Alright, people were playing Dino Crisis 2 again. I mean, not that we had already played this and then I fucked up. So, this is set after the events of Dino Crisis 2, about a year afterwards.
And in this one, we're led to believe that this whole landmass has been taken back in time to the Cretaceous.
What the fuck?
Oh, that was a nice little skating technique. Whee!
Alright, just talk over this for a second.
I believe that was supposed to be the case. But anyway.
Yeah. What was this? What were you saying?
This whole landmass has been taken back to the Cretaceous or whatever.
Yeah, that's supposed to be it, I believe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know.
But there's all sorts of weird time travel-y bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I think last we talked about this, we were talking about the differences between the first one being a survival horror. Well, yeah, survival. Or what was it? Shock or something? Shock.
Panic horror.
Oh, panic horror, that's it.
Whereas
horror.
this game's more of a bit more action-packed than the other one.
Bit more of a hack and slash.
Oh, never mind. And so, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay.
Yay! I'm not skating anymore.
No.
Quick turn, boom. That's right. Look at these phantasmagorical graphics.
That's not too bad. Sort of.
Looks like good graphics, but blurry.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not supposed to be played on this kind of quality.
No, that's
monitor.
right. It was supposed to have been
This
on
was
a
fucking
CRT
yeah.
back in the day. Yeah.
So, unfortunately, this game has obviously taken the route that a lot of horror games do in this day and age, where they get rid of the horror element and go more action-packed.
Clever girl.
Except this guy is not a... This is exactly what happened in the movie, Jurassic Park. Sort of. And as you can see, obviously far more action-packed. In the other game, it took quite a few shots.
Yeah.
Obviously, these guns are...
And it was 3 shots with the shotgun?
Yeah. Obviously, these guns are better, obviously, made to killing dinosaurs. Since they actually know that they were sent to... They will be encountering dinosaurs in this game, as opposed to the last game where they were...
They just gave a bird shot
people.
for the last one. It's like, oh, fuck!
Just a pellet gun.
Yeah.
And it, like Resident Evil 2, you do play as 2 different characters. You play as... In Resident Evil 2, you played as Leon and Claire in this game. But in that game, you took separate parts. You didn't play as the same person. I mean, you didn't alternate. Whereas in this game, I think you play as both Regina and... what's his name? Dylan. But at different points, you can swap.
Put down... Oh, I didn't leap at you.
Ugh. Just
Boom!
cool.
Fuck me, it's like rodents.
Yeah, I know.
Another one.
Raptors were a lot more scarce in the other game. Didn't you imagine going from that game to this one?
Jesus.
And I've actually got a combo meter as well. It's just sort of... I would be disappointed if this game came out after playing the other game and I've been waiting for the other one.
Yeah. Jump! Boom!
Ugh, excuse me. And... So, yeah. Well, one of the things we were discussing in the other... Oh, Christ almighty. With the other video was the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Ah, yeah. Which, watching this, thank fuck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Seem to be doing all right. This isn't really playing up the... I mean...
You were
shut
saying...
up. Doesn't seem to be showing off their majesty as much.
Little Mr. Bleed a lot. Yeah, well, that's true.
But one of the things about the... But yeah, we did the dinosaur video before with Dino Crisis, but we thought, fuck it, we enjoyed making the dinosaur video, so we thought we'd do it again.
We like dinosaurs.
Got hard on for dinosaurs.
So hard.
But anyway, a lot of people seem to think that, well, the original theory about the dinosaurs being wiped out was that they were wiped out by a massive meteor.
Well, the prevailing one. There was lots of theories floating around. But
that was the main one. And now they've sort of got the thing going that there's a sort of combination of things that sort of killed them off.
Yeah, and it's a whole bunch of different events that sort of culminated in that.
Yeah. Seems to be this time round that it was more of a combination of things, and the meteor just sort of
cleaned up the dregs.
Stepped on an already injured bird, sort of thing, to put it out of its misery.
Some mercy killing.
I'm missing some enemies here.
Yeah, jump down there, buddy, and they're going to be all over you.
Yeah, let's not. I think I'm in the wrong spot. But yeah. And so it was believed that there was some volcano action. There's some sort of volcano over in India somewhere that like 3 times the size of the one at Yellowstone Park, or 3 or 4 times the size, and it sort of went off and caused a lot of climate change, and so the water sea levels lowered and opened up a lot of new land. What's it called? Land paths?
Land bridges.
Land bridges, that's it. Yeah. And so the big dinosaurs travelled across the land bridges. I've already been up there. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Whereas the...
Nope.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But the little dinosaurs just sort of stayed where they were because they couldn't sort of travel that far. Whereas the big dinosaurs, didn't fucking take them much. So they moved around. And then the little dinosaurs, eventually became birds. But the big dinosaurs travelled, and then they went to these different ecosystems and were exposed to
all sorts of pathogens and
diseases that they didn't, they weren't prepared for. Different parasites and stuff.
Wow, fucking spray of blood.
Insects that they weren't adapted for, didn't have immune systems and things for that. So they just got sick. What was the blood one?
You keep saying blood, it wasn't blood.
Yeah, it was diarrhea. What was it?
Botulism.
Botulism.
Yeah. Yeah, they reckon that botulism played a role, which is like basically untreated a wasting disease, like from the ass up. Yeah,
that's messed up. So we just got a whole heap of them dying of diarrhea.
Yeah.
And then a few other diseases. Can't remember what they were.
Which you reckon with like a fucking, I don't know, like a 40+ ton sauropod that craps out a ton of manure every fucking day. Give that fucker botulism. Yeah. Holy shit. The pun intended.
And we've already said that they've got like quite a few of them had cloacas sort of things, so they had like the poo and pee coming out, and then
that's
gives
right.
them diarrhea. It's just
oh my god.
And the sort of thing where, like with the botulism, it's sort of spread to the ones that, like with the carnivores, they eat a body infected with it, and then they get it. So you follow a trail of shit, get to a dead corpse, and you're like, oh, that shit-covered corpse is tasty somehow. And then they'd eat it, and then get infected, and then there'd be a shit-covered a shit trail leading up to that corpse, and then they'd eat it, and then there's just this conga line of shit.
Conga line of shit and death. Boom! I thought the resolution was worse for a minute there, but it's right, it was just you were further away.
Oh, fuck! Okay. Yeah, they're not showing to be as... And those raptors are supposed to be velociraptors, I think, but they're not actually the right type, because they should actually have a lot of feathers and smaller. Oh, get off me!
Much smaller, yeah. These suckers are more like the Deinonychus or whatever, the terrible claw or whatever, the that were a lot bigger. You know, they were still sort of raptor type critters, but yeah.
Oh.
Hunting in packs and shit.
And then it sort of paints the picture that, because people were saying that most dinosaurs had already been wiped out by the time the meteor came along.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd have in the rock that sort of shows where the meteor happened.
Yeah,
there should just be heaps of dinosaur corpses.
In that strata, yeah.
But they've never found them in that area. Not to say that there aren't some in those areas.
But not the concentration that you expect from a mass extinction, yeah.
So most of them had already been wiped out by climate change, exposing more areas for them to travel to, and then disease wiping them out. But the thing is that even with being exposed to those diseases, they probably would have just evolved and adapted to their environment. And then the meteor
finished them off.
Yeah, took out the already injured dinosaurs, or the already weakened dinosaurs. Because like there were insects and mosquitoes that had diseases in them that other dinosaurs had sort of adapted to, and then these guys didn't.
Yeah.
So that sort of the dinosaurs were already weakened by dysentery, and then the meteor stopped them out for good. Even though we already have birds, I mean dinosaurs, because we got birds. So it's you know, they weren't completely wiped out by the meteor otherwise, but it's just got rid of all the big ones.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
and then the little ones adapted.
Bunch of theropods that made it through. Putting in the raptors and small meat eaters and stuff like that.
Just the little ones that were able to either hide or just sort of, you know, get out of the way. Oh, Christ.
I like how casual this guy is. He just shoots from the hip. He's like, boom!
Oh, yeah!
Like swatting mosquitoes.
You've got some nice points.
Oh, yeah. You can buy the shit out of that ammo. Now that you know you can.
I mean, no, I always knew I could do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that was sort of brought onto the thing about the Spinosaurus that, because I enjoy Spinosaurus, because we don't know everything about him because the fossil remains that we had got blown up in World War II because of Nazis. And, well, actually, I think it was the Allies that blew it up because it was next to the Nazis. But anyway.
Yeah, because Nazis.
We sort of don't quite know what it's about, but I like how it's like an all-terrain sort of killer. How it's, you know, it mostly lived in marshes and swamps, and just, you know, that'd be terrifying just seeing that sail swim around or paddle around and then just jump out. But yeah, it was mostly a fishing creature. It mostly fed on fish and hunted fish. Because, I thought was really cool, is that its nostrils are just below its eyes. Like, you'd think the nostrils were at the end of its snout, but it's not. They're up just below the eyes.
It to crocodiles and shit like that.
Yeah. And so it could stick its snout in the water, and they seem to think that it's got all these little bumps on the end of its snout, and they think that those were used to designed to sense pressure and sense vibrations in the water.
Yeah.
And so it could, you know, just keep its mouth or snout, the end of its snout, in the water for ages until it sensed the pressure, and then it would just snatch the fish out.
Yeah.
And it, you know, it was obviously built well enough that if it couldn't find any fish and didn't have any fish for a while, it could obviously go on land and hunt. And it was big enough that it could just rely on scaring the smaller prey away, having them do the job and then chasing them away.
Whoa!
And people like to, you know, go which would win, T-Rex or Spinosaurus. And even though they did fight in Jurassic Park 3, I think they a bit of overplayed Spinosaurus' role there.
A few million years between them for a start.
Yeah, they weren't around at the same time. But Spinosaurus was a lot dumber than T-Rex. And so Spinosaurus had length and size, but Spinosaurus's jaw wasn't quite as powerful as T-Rex's. Its teeth and jaw were designed for gripping prey and making sure it couldn't, like, you know, wriggle out. Whereas T-Rex was designed for crushing bone and just sort of like just tearing
it's
thing.
like
So
a brute force attack.
if T-Rex was smart enough to like, you know, get underneath it or something and, you know, like grab hold, then Spinosaurus was done.
Yeah.
But if Spinosaurus could keep T-Rex at a distance, then Spinosaurus would win.
Yeah, and Spinosaurus actually had like usable arms and shit too,
Yeah.
so it had a little bit more weaponry at hand.
So, you know, in level of intelligence, it's, you know, highest is Raptor and lowest is Spinosaurus, and then T-Rex is in the middle somewhere.
Oh, there she goes.
That's not Regina though, that's some bitch. I mean kid. It's weird.
No, this guy is like shit.
No, well, there's some kind of time travel thing going on because it's weird because, you know, spoiler alert, like that's actually his daughter.
Ah.
And because the way the time thing works is like that, it's like his daughter from the future because he was here, and there's like an old man version of him because he somehow comes. It's fucking weird, man. I don't.
It's cray.
Yeah. And then of course the third one you go into fucking space because of course.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be dinosaurs in space?
I can't even remember the reason why. I know they had DNA of dinosaurs on the spaceship. And then for some reason the dinosaurs... why can't I buy the solid cannon? Anyway. For some reason they decided to bring the pricks... Like everyone got wiped out. And so the machine is trying to do its job or something. And it actually says that. It's just like, I'm trying to finish my mission. And it was just flying all this DNA, and so it kept creating dinosaurs to try and finish the mission, because that was what the DNA was.
Alright.
And it just sort of, but it couldn't quite make the dinosaurs properly, so it ended up making these mutant dinosaurs.
Like in Jurassic Park.
Really weird. Yeah, because they were technically mutant dinosaurs.
Yeah, which they clear up in like the...
Yeah. Well, that's how they explain that they didn't have the feathers, because they used more reptilian DNA.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. Probably one of the only good things about that new Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World.
Yeah, that they actually sort of explained that to give it some kind of credibility.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it was kind of fun with all their special effects and stuff, but
it wasn't amazing.
It wasn't the first one.
Yeah. Oh, see, I thought they would have, but it didn't. That's unfortunate. I thought that would have been a pro moment to buy the bigger cartridge, but no, it didn't. It just gave you an extra 50.
That's weird.
Lame. Can't exploit that. Oh, I'll just buy some. What the fuck? Oh.
Hey.
Buy some recovery stuff with my extinction points. Where's the large med pack? Yeah, that'd be good. I'll buy that. And then a few... yeah, that's it. I'll buy some hemostats to stop bleeding.
Bam.
We don't like to bleed. Oh, I can hold more than one. Cool. That's weird. Why the fuck has it got the... Why can you only hold 2 in a row? Why? And then, but then you can just buy another one. Why the fuck does that work? What's the point then? I thought you could only hold 2, but no, it's
just in sets of 2.
Yeah.
Holy fucking roaches.
Those are some big fucking roaches. But I suppose, yeah. And that was another thing that the dinosaurs had, was worms, apparently. That, like, the worms would just grow so big that they just sort of fill the stomach, and then the big dinosaurs would get so weak because they weren't getting enough food and they just die.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And you just
lots of animals today have worms. Lots of animals have evolved to live with worms.
Yeah. Well, these were... Dinosaurs didn't have the ability to live with them because they hadn't obviously evolved that bit, so they just...
Yeah.
They'd cough and the worms would get in their lungs and then they'd lay their eggs and stuff, and so there'd just be parasites all through the body, and then they just keel over and die from not getting enough food.
Bam.
But the worms would grow to be massive, though.
Bam.
Like, you probably have worms in some of these dinosaurs the size of a human being.
It was one of the theories sort of posed behind the prevalence of allergies with humans, is that we're creatures that have evolved to have parasites and stuff. But with modern medicine, etc., we don't generally have parasites anymore. So our body is normally in a sort of overdrive, if you know what I mean. Like it's in a state of overdrive to cater for the fact that we've got parasites that are just naturally living with us all the time.
Okay.
But when we're exposed to possible pathogens and things like, well, what our body might deem as a pathogen, like a bloody plant pollen or some shit, that sort of overreacts to it, and you get like these crazy responses.
Okay.
Like anaphylaxis and shit that can actually kill you. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. There were some people trying, like studies with deliberately infecting
people.
Well, I think they were studying in like rodent models.
Oh, okay.
But and yeah, it was making a difference. But anyway, that's so aside from dinosaurs, it's pretty cool.
Still cool though.
But yeah, the dinosaurs didn't evolve sort of quick enough to cater for that dramatic change in their environment and stuff.
I mean, they would have.
They
probably
have.
would have if they hadn't been wiped out.
If then the bloody meteor hadn't hit. Yeah, pretty crazy. But we were talking earlier, and a lot of people that are sort of skeptical about evolution and stuff. We just don't. I think we sort of came to one of the agreements that they just simply don't comprehend how much time is involved.
Yeah.
They just I think we mentioned in the last video that humans have only been around for 1 point something around a million years, and the dinosaurs only died out 65 million years ago. They had the run of the roost for
200 million years or something.
Yeah, 220 million years. That's a lot of fucking time.
Yeah, I know. And that's why there's so much diversity of them.
And it was sort of illustrating the concept of how much time we're going through with some of these places where T-Rex and skeletons and stuff are found in limestone, and limestone is made up of dead sea creatures. It's the sea sediment compressed, all the bones and shit, and all the shells from seashells and crustaceans and stuff, all that life sediment down at the bottom of the ocean and then crushed under immense pressure from geological forces, from tectonic plates riding over each other and crushing this stuff, to the point where Mount Everest is made of limestone. That is a lot of sea creatures.
Fucking Christ.
How many fucking sea creatures does it take to compact into a square foot of limestone? A fucking lot, I'll bet.
Fucking Jesus.
That is a lot of time. That is a lot of life.
Ugh.
What?
It's Mad Commando roll. Oh, here we are.
Boom.
That T-Rex has already been injured.
Yeah.
How you doing? Throwing off a one-liner at him.
Hey,
what of it, big guy? Maybe I have to finish the game as Dylan before I get to play as Regina. Because at the start you go in your separate ways because this guy's a bit of a dick and Regina wants to do something else.
Huh?
Oh, let me go. Come around here.
Whoa!
Oh.
At least it's not a one-shot kill like in the first one.
Oh, son of a bitch.
He's a bit of a prick, eh? Fucking hell!
This is not going as well as it did the first time around.
No.
Just give me a second. But I have more ammo this time.
Boom! Ah, oh, come on. What's this shit?
Up.
It's only a Tyrannosaurus. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that was another
I wonder if you
thing.
can shoot him in the eye when you're up here.
Oh, I think you just roared at me. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to go. I wanted the fucking...
Medpack,
Okay.
bro.
There we go.
He's having a shot at you.
Yeah, oh, whoops. No, I tricked him. I think. He's just having a roar. Run. Okay, cool.
Hey.
Cutscene triggered. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, no, here's some dudes. Oh, I thought it was Regina, but it's
I
not.
think it's some dudettes.
Yeah.
They shoot at him.
Yeah, because I think that it's sort of portrayed as that they're living with the dinosaurs and a few other things. It's weird. But anyway.
That is weird.
One of the other things was cool because like that T-Rex sort of looked stock standard dinosaur, but it didn't have the quills and that we thought that dinosaurs might have, that they believe and that dinosaurs actually have now.
Yeah.
Is that dinosaurs sort of, a lot of the dinosaurs aren't actually like different dinosaurs. They're just varying degrees of like just different ages of different dinosaurs.
The maturity, yeah, like yeah, it was Triceratops and
whatever the head button one was.
Yeah, Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, but they reckon that there was
Scientists.
two paleontologists, one of which was the stooge that was the advisor for Jurassic Park.
Well, I mean,
I say stooge. He's
I sort of go along that theory. Like,
Yeah.
most birds don't look the same. Like you were saying, an emu doesn't look like
Yeah,
a baby
exactly.
emu doesn't look like a grown-up emu.
Yeah.
They only think that dinosaurs looked just like, you know, little baby dinosaurs were just like little versions of the adult dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They only thought that because they were believed originally to be reptiles, but they aren't. They're birds. So it's highly likely that
Yeah.
baby dinosaurs looked a lot different to adult dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were going off models like lizards and snakes and shit, where they basically come out looking pretty much the same as the big, you know, just miniaturized version. Yeah. Yeah, it was Triceratops and Pachycephalosaurus, and there was a few different links. They reckon that what they thought was like three different species in both cases actually were just different stages
Baby,
of development.
adolescent, and
like teenager.
yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
oh, baby, adolescence, and
Like pre-adult, I don't know.
yeah, pre-adult, and then proper adult.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Like most T-Rexes, I don't think live to adulthood because most of the skulls they found weren't properly formed. So it was just one of those things that a lot of T-Rexes didn't live till adulthood because they died too quickly.
Yeah, right. But
They were just, you know, it was just that sort of kill or be killed sort of thing. And most T-Rexes were cannibals as well. So it was, you know, if you got an old
Yeah.
T-Rex, it was a mean motherfucker.
yeah, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
No.
Yeah, because they had found like some Tyrannosaur ones that they had initially thought was a different. Yeah, it was a different species, but it was but they then discovered that, like, the bones in the skull weren't completely fused and shit like that, and it had more teeth than the adult what would be like than an adult Tyrannosaurus Rex would, but then they discovered, like, with looking at the Pachycephalosaurs, which are the dudes, with the bony domed heads, that the rate that the bone and stuff can change in those dinosaurs is a lot faster than with mammals, etc. And so it's possible that they could definitely have, you know, gone through a change as much as losing teeth, etc.
Yeah, because there was that mad dragon one.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, skull looks like a dragon skull.
Draconus or something or other.
Yeah, like
it's pretty crazy.
Draconosaur or something. And then it evolved into the one with the dome head.
Well, no, it just matured.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It matured into the one with the dome head, or the skull, or the horns on the... sort of formed into that. And they believed it to be head button ones, but they aren't, because their heads are too hard, or they didn't have the shock absorbent that a lot of animals today that do butt heads have.
Yeah, that's
so if
right.
they did butt heads, they'd just injure themselves.
Or kill, just like rupture their brains or some shit. A whole bunch of brain damaged dinosaurs around.
And it was like with Triceratops, where they had the upward facing horns for children and adolescents, and
yeah, that's it.
Then they realised that, you know, that's probably and then the adult ones had forward facing horns, and that they sort of theorized that the forward-facing horns meant that they were, you know, ready to be fucked, basically.
Yeah.
The younger ones were, you know,
breeding maturity.
Yeah, don't go there. You know, butterflies don't fuck caterpillars, sort of shit.
And also, you know, things like, well, you know, geez, this guy's acting like a douchebag. Oh,
yeah, he's just
it's
a kid.
teenager.
Don't worry about it.
Like, you know,
just sort of knock him out of the way, sort of thing.
Yeah, that kind of stuff for those.
But definitely the whole sort of like what is it? What's that saying? If there's fur on the
if there's grass on the pitch,
yeah.
There's time to play. Yeah, and but they're also talking about like with the tyrannosaurs that they reckon that they might have had, you know, operated in like small family groups, like a mother and a couple of offspring, etc.
Well, that's because the
working cooperatively.
And they seem to think that male T-Rexes and male dinosaurs and female dinosaurs probably look different as well.
Yeah,
like the male dinosaurs probably had a lot of like different colours, and like the T-Rex, some of the T-Rex representations like had a white skull and sort of thing, and a lot of other male dinosaurs are probably vibrant colours to attract mates, and the females probably were maybe a little bit smaller and probably didn't have as much of the vibrant sort of show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the male Triceratops probably had coloured frills and vibrant frills, and the female probably had smaller frills because they didn't need it, sort of thing.
And I suppose that was one of the other things is with the species stuff. I think was also the fact that you know it's pretty hard to identify sex from the skeleton in these instances. So some that could either be a younger Triceratops or whatever, or a different species could actually just be just female of that same species,
or a male of that same species.
Well, yeah, that's what I
like maybe the heart. But the skull wasn't formed there, so it doesn't matter. But then they were also like, you know, the Triceratops has this sort of shield to protect from predators, but they're like, if any sort of T-Rex is smart enough to be able to reach around and grab it. So actually that sort of frill thing was more just for show amongst mating. Yeah. That's what it's all about, getting food and fucking. That's what the evolution is about. Yeah,
they reckon, a lot of that stuff was mainly for display because, and there was examples of like muskox and various types of deer and things like and moose that fight with their antlers and stuff. They're not really much practical use against a lot of other animals or predators for that.
They could be used as like a secondary sort of thing.
They could
absolutely be used, but they weren't designed for that. They were designed for rutting other males.
Yeah. And
for display to attract females. That's what they were for. It's not that they couldn't be used as weapons, but it's not their initial purpose.
Yeah.
Because they were that like I said, fucking and eating. That's what evolution is about.
All about.
Ain't no intelligent design or anything. It's just who can fuck the most and who can eat the most.
Basically, yeah. And that's something that a lot of people say. What was the purpose behind this, and why would such a strange feature evolve? And like, well, evolution is actually perfect. Evolution is only ever adequate. It's whatever will make you scrape through this time. It's never perfect. If it was perfect, then, well, we'd probably still have fucking dinosaurs for a start. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't reckon it gets much better. They were around for a lot fucking longer than we have been.
Oh no, I've been locked inside.
Oh, that's bitch does, bro.
That's probably Regina talking to us.
I'm fucking locked in here.
Oh no, bro. I'll try and get you out, bro.
But bitch does, bro. You want a chop? Fuck you, bro.
I'll bring you chips. Oh, see, there's Regina back.
There she is.
Oh yeah.
Good old Regina. And she's still styled the same, eh? She hasn't, like, had a boob job or anything.
Yeah, no, she's still, decent female. See, that's a female representation in the video game.
That's good. He slid a thing under a door. Loading space.
That being said, she's sort of see when you can now play as Regina.
But we went past that bit last time, didn't we?
Yeah, but I didn't unlock the door properly.
Ah, because you're a bitch.
Whatever. Just because I'm a female.
Wait.
So what do I have a gun? So I've got a handgun. And I've got the stun gun. Or the stun rod. Or is that a machete too? No, it looks like a stun gun. Give me a second. Yeah, see? Use the stun gun to open the door.
Ah, come on, guys. I bet she's gonna have to fucking bust heaps of caps to kill these fucking dinosaurs. Why not give her a goddamn shotty like old mate?
Yeah, I know.
I'm sensing some gender equality here.
Her delicate woman arms couldn't hold the shotgun.
I've seen Terminator, motherfucker. I know bitches. I know them bitches can handle their weapons. Alright, I'm gonna shut up there before I start sounding any more like a misogynist.
Oh, this must be... Yeah, this is where we were before. She must have gone through there. Oh, at least I didn't put any boob jiggle physics in this one.
Yeah.
I think. Did they?
No, I think she's just breathing.
Yeah. Because, like, fucking Dead or Alive is...
It's like some jelly just glued on the front now.
Yeah. It's really bad when they wobble in separate directions.
Yeah.
But that's not how they work.
Yeah, it's good value.
But yeah, and it sort of leads credence to, like, can you just imagine, like, these little tiny baby T-Rexes? And, you know, how the little baby ones had, like, lots of fur. And, you know, I mean, lots of feathers. And so, like, these little fluffy little chicken-like things. And then as they evolved, as they grew up, they lost the feathers and sort of just got the quills, their proto-feathers. And so, you know, that's sort of like really cool, like these little fluffy cute little baby T-Rexes. It's sort of like, oh, that's pretty. And then they got the big ones, but you know.
Yeah, I dig it. I like the idea of little fluffy chicks. Mommy's home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick, kill some shit before all those mosquitoes eat you.
Just give me a second. I'm seeing what her idle animation is. When it's there we go. So quizzical.
Defensive.
Yeah, she's like sort of going on. She's a typical soldier, I think. She's just sort of, you know, the mission says this, even though it's probably wrong. New voice actor.
The little fellas were having a gnaw. There's a big fella around somewhere though.
Yeah, I know. I could fucking feel that.
I wonder what that sounds like. Let's see. I apologise for any undue rustling.
That dude looks massive. Ooh, Allosaurus.
Oh.
Wait a second. Gouged out by something.
Ooh,
for lunch.
Oh, there he goes.
Fucking Jesus.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Oh, look, pterosaurs.
Yeah, it's sort of... can you just imagine, like, the skull-headed dinosaur, the one that actually looked like a dragon, but then put that on a pterosaur? And make it a particularly big one, and it's like you've got yourself a dragon right there.
Yeah, and it's not unfeasible. They wouldn't, that somebody actually found.
They didn't all have to have the beaks.
Yeah. And what was it? One of the documentaries we saw where the guy was saying the Protoceratops, which is one of the little Triceratopsians or Ceratopsians, had quite large shoulder blades or scapula, and when the fossils were unearthed, they were not only like crushed over millions of years and stuff and displaced, but the large shoulder blade would sort of push up near like above the shoulder, sort of where some of the mythical creatures' wings and stuff would be sort of represented, like
and so they sort of like But
so
you can see how a lot of people would look at that, like early humans would have looked at that and gone, "That's a fucking dragon."
Yeah, what the hell is this? It's a crazy creature. So it's kind of interesting to wonder about like how much influence on mythology dinosaurs have had. Yeah, that's very interesting. Actually, I wouldn't mind knowing a bit more about that.
Other people just come across fossils and then found these fucking come across these dinosaur fossils and then just gone, fucking, that's obviously a dragon somewhere. Not understanding that these things, because like the dragon bones, and they're like, oh shit, what the fuck killed that?
Yeah.
And they just don't, understand that these things have sort of been around for a while.
A while? Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
At least I can fucking walk and shoot, or run and shoot. With the handgun. I can't do that with the shotgun.
Big dragonfly. But see, I think at this point, because we were reading an article about one study in the university that was saying they, from looking at various like amber samples and other sort of not carbon content, but oxygen content of various different materials, that they think that the oxygen levels in the Cretaceous, which is like when you had all your big sauropods or your Diplodocus and Brachiosaurus and shit, and your big carnivores like your Tyrannosaurus Rex and stuff. That's all. Holy
Christ! Whoa!
That's all in the Cretaceous.
Oh, here's the Allosaurus.
Here's the Allosaurus. And
Allosaurus doesn't get as much, doesn't get as good a rap as as T-Rex and stuff. Like, he was around for ages.
Yeah,
most of the most of the T-Rexes and big carnivores, they came from Allosaurus.
Yeah, well, Allosaurus, it's one of those things that Allosaurus was nowhere near as big.
Yeah.
It was like halfway between a raptor and a T-Rex, but that's still pretty fucking impressive if you ask me. But, and, I lost my train of thought there.
Fucking hardcore. Ah! Let go! Let go! No! No!
Oh, rough. What was I talking about?
Oh, the oxygen levels.
Oh, yeah, oxygen levels. Yeah, so, it was like 10 or 15% as compared to the 21% that we have now, which, doesn't sort of... So they're starting to think, so they thought the high oxygen levels back then might well have contributed to the gigantism of so many of the creatures.
Yeah.
But
who's a boss?
Old mate with his shot, he didn't take one out that big.
No, he had a shotty and he couldn't take out the T-Rex, and it wasn't that much bigger than that motherfucker. But yeah, and they thought that the high oxygen levels is why the dinosaurs could get so big and get their gigantism. Yeah. But actually, no, they had less oxygen back then, so that sort of debunks that theory.
And something that sort of made me sort of wonder about that is, as far as I understand, the insects and stuff in the Cretaceous and that weren't actually that much bigger than now. And whereas like way back when, like 200 million years earlier in the Cambrian periods and stuff, you had eagle-sized fucking ones, and that's when the bloody oxygen...
the Brontoscorpios and stuff.
Well, I think it was after Brontoscorpio, but like Brontoscorpio is a bit earlier when our ancestors are still swimming around the oceans, but yeah, like way before, and so yeah, when all life started to climb out of the ocean, because probably there was more oxygen, and plants have started to kick into gear. And you get your big ass dragonflies and stuff the size of eagles. But I mean, much later on, like 200 million years later, when the oxygen's heaps lower, you can't have big insects if you don't have the oxygen saturation, because insects don't have lungs. They just absorb the oxygen through their body, through their little spirocheles or whatever the heck they're called. So yeah, that's something that made me wonder as if that was, if the insects were as big I think they were marginally bigger than now, but if the oxygen was so much lower,
Yeah,
it's sort of interesting.
I don't think they were though. I think they're. Well, I mean, they're probably like a bit bigger than they are.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to get inside the dinosaurs. But one of the cool insects that they showed in one of the documentaries was this sort of. This insect had like serrated blades as mandibles, and one blade moved forward like that.
That's cool.
Well,
Like
you can't see my finger animations, but it sort of worked like a... what's that saw? The one that...
Oh, like a reciprocating sword.
Yeah, like a reciprocating saw, but like a dual reciprocating sword.
Yeah, right.
And it worked like that to get in the tough scales.
Oh, fuck. Like a... Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, like a mosquito sort of thing.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so it could go in and drink the blood, and then of
Fuck
course that passed on diseases and stuff with the different dinosaurs.
Man, I thought mosquitoes were bad.
You
Fuck
could just
that
imagine
shit.
that. Instead of just like a needle.
We wouldn't be going back to dinosaurs, A, without a respirator, and B, without some fucking full body armor.
Yeah. What's that scene in Evolution?
Yeah, that's the thing that gets in his suit.
There is always time for lubricant.
Yeah. Do you want an ice cream?
Yes.
What flavor? It doesn't matter. It's
for
my ass. That is a good movie. I like that.
So I think they might have been like probably would have been bigger than the common housefly or mosquito by the way they were described, but no more than like the size of your thumb. I think would probably be the average mosquito back then.
Yeah. That's just fucking big.
As opposed to mosquitoes the size of your fucking head.
Yeah.
But that Bronto Scorpio thing with when our ancestors were still swimming in the fucking primordial soup. That is like in that documentary. Yeah. Okay, when you see a scorpion, you step on it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fuck you. This is my ancestors.
Yeah, this is for my great 3,000 years later. Great granddaddy.
Damn. Boom. This woman is a machine. It's fucking Ivy.
No. You just pull it off. But
she's like
Dylan's
some
machete.
hardcore fucking crack team military chick, and she can't pull ivory off a door. Quick, Dylan. I need your phallic-like machete.
I need your hard, long machete. When that being said, Dylan needed her fucking electric stick.
Which is also pretty phallic.
Yeah.
I must admit.
I think Regina's barking on the wrong tree there. I think Dylan's all for the dick.
I think it's the other way around. I think Dylan's barking up the wrong tree.
Oh. But how would he be confused? Regina obviously is a woman.
Yeah. He wants to plow her, but she's all like, fuck you. Women are better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but she needed his long fat... Okay. Ooh, where are we now? Personal belongings of the security guards. Well, the air is... so
moisture.
Moist.
Moist.
I just sort of...
Would you... A CD-ROM, bro.
Oh, no, fucking... I think there was a floppy disk earlier, too.
Holy shit.
Would you... If there was like a giant dragonfly, would you eat it?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of cultures eat insects.
Yeah, I know they eat
today.
scorpions and stuff. So I think it would probably be alright, like a...
I get amongst it. I cook it.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't just
I'll
eat
chuck
it raw.
that fucker on the coals. Yeah, I reckon it'd go down alright.
Can I buy a shotgun?
Oh, is that a flamethrower?
I think
It
so.
is. It says flame launcher.
Bit too much money.
What's
Though.
that thing? Firewall.
What the fuck is that though?
I don't know. Looks like it's little rockets.
Oh.
a wall of fire, enabling you to avert
from frontal attacks. So they're both just flamethrowers?
One's a flamethrower, and one sets fire to the ground in front of you. And sets up a wall of flame.
Oh, effective on certain. I wonder if I can use that to get the ivy done. Okay.
Double-handed. Single-handed. Yeah.
Alright, whatever. I'll buy it later.
I think we should start genetically engineering birds to make them revert a little bit.
Well, they've already done a little bit, like we were saying in the previously, in the other video, that they've got the birds with teeth.
Yeah.
They've genetically altered chickens to have teeth.
They should totally make some of those embryos go through the term. I don't think they did. I think they just...
Yeah, I think they terminated them.
Yeah, they terminated them once they figured out that they could do that. But I reckon they should. I want to see that. I want it. I do. And I also want them to like start supersizing them because I mean, there are some big fucking chickens out there, but I want like as close as I can get to having like dinosaur steaks.
Why are they in short shorts?
Because they're Japanese. Wait. Oh, she's gonna fall down with the... Quick, help her.
Excellent view of her nice short shorts. See, now she, I would argue, is slightly sexualized, whereas Regina isn't.
Give me a fucking helmet. Give it.
Give it!
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I think she's supposed to be Dylan's daughter. And what they didn't show... Oh, no. She's still got a... I like where this is going. down, 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 down.
Handcuff it to a pipe. Yeah, so they're a bit more sexualized. They've got the shorts and high boots.
Time to get out the vibrating dildo.
Get out the old Hitachi. Anyway, trying to get out of the handcuffs. Yeah, no shit.
I've been there.
About to destroy her womanhood.
Let's get back to the dinosaurs. And yeah, I can just like imagine like a giant scorpion. I remember there was also a giant spider as well. Like fucking.
Yeah, a spider that would be hunting cats.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
This spider is the size of the common house cat. What the fuck?
That is so uncool. Like a spider the size of your hand is big fuck enough.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Those fucking bird-eating spiders. Oh shit, I probably should have bought some ammo.
Yeah, you should have.
Whatever.
Just go back. Buy some ammo.
Just like run for it.
Do it.
Ah! What the fuck?
Pterodactyls, man.
Leave me be.
Attack of the pterosaurs.
I mean, there is one good thing about this game. Oh, Christ.
Shit, son.
There is one good thing about this game that it has over the other one, is that it's got more dinosaur variety.
Yeah, that's true.
The other one just had raptors for ages and one fucking T-Rex. And I think maybe a Triceratops at some point. Ooh. Do I have any healing items? I have that. I'm backtracking because there was an area where I didn't...
Oh, he snagged you.
Yeah, no, they can fucking grab you this time around. Oh, shit. Yeah, in there.
Yeah, I want to get in. Poisonous? It said poisonous, didn't it?
Yeah, marsh poison plants out there. Spores emitted by the poisonous plants. If inhaled, it could be life-threatening. Ah, so should I leave?
The screen's changing colours. Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. That's probably what I need the flamethrower for.
Well, now you got a whole bunch of angry dinosaurs.
No, I don't, because it respawn. It resets.
Oh.
Ah!
Holy fuckity fuckity run.
It's just. I mean, it upsets me that we don't have these sort of giant animals. I'd totally be a fucking monster hunter.
Yeah.
But as it stands, we don't have anything that's sort of worth hunting. That's sort of, you know.
Not that you wouldn't feel guilty about it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, it was the last one. Oops.
I mean, I'd totally hunt a bear, but like a grizzly bear, not one of them mad honey bears.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I wouldn't want to do it with a rifle. It doesn't really sort of some of the high-powered machine guns you have these days. It just wouldn't be like challenging.
Oh, do it with a flintlock, bro. You've got one.
Oh yeah, that'd be alright.
It's a big shot, but you only got one.
Oh, even a revolver, man, would probably be alright.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Give you 6 shots. You fucking grizzly bear running at you, you'd make them count.
Double barrel shotty.
Either that or a sword.
Fuck that.
But can you just imagine if
yeah.
you did it, though?
I can imagine fighting a bear with a sword.
Can
I can imagine my skull getting crushed.
Like someone like the Mountain with like a great sword. Like, you know, take it on the bear.
Yeah,
you know, like you released into
pretty
the
boss.
gladiator arena.
Yeah. Damn.
Shop. Need some recovery weapons.
Extinct PT service? Like what? These guys just like to remind the dinosaurs to keep them in their place. Extinct? That's right. Didn't fucking work though. What? What? Checking memory card.
Yeah, because this is a total
Yeah.
PS1.
Yeah.
This
I'm
one.
gonna buy some ammo.
Oh, fuck yeah, thank you.
Get
I'm only saving it because I've actually been I'm having a little bit of fun. Might play it later.
Oh. Now you're starting to get to some of the like bigger weapons and shit.
Is that like 2 submachine guns?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Oh, so the weapons only show up once you can afford them. I see how it works.
Ah. I diggeth.
Magazine. Yeah, that. And buy ammo.
Shazam.
I won't be able to buy those machine guns now because I don't have enough money.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, but I can come back later.
Yeah.
Any other interesting dinosaur facts that we can think of? We sort of display everything else.
Oh man.
The reason why the dinosaurs were wiped out was because they shit themselves to death and then were wiped out by a meteor.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the meat eaters, theropods and stuff would have lasted a lot longer because they would have been chowing down on
All the fresh meat.
all the bodies from the wow. Yeah.
But that would sort of
Herbivores,
lead
not
way
just
for heaps of disease
sauropods.
as well, though. If lots of these dead dinosaurs lying around, that would be a breeding ground for lots of diseases.
Yeah, that's right. Wouldn't be cool.
So I suppose if all these dinosaurs travelled to different areas and heaps of them died, and then there'd be breeding ground for disease, and so more would die.
Yes, crazy.
Oh
man, he just fucking took you from behind. Just no mercy.
I don't like being taken from behind, thank you very much. Said no woman ever. I just haven't met a woman that like just doesn't enjoy sex in the doggy position. But anyway, dinosaurs, yeah.
In the dinosaur position.
What the fuck?
Because I love rubbing my cloaca.
Yes. That would just be 2 people rubbing their asses together.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, if it feels good, it feels good.
Yeah, I suppose.
Sisters,
Maybe it would be that position where if you're a particularly well hung individual, you bend your dick.
Oh, like dogs.
Yeah.
Yep. See, they go doggy. Wait a minute. That's a whole different dimension to doggy.
Yeah. That is not
Like
the
some
doggy
dogs.
position.
Some dogs do that, like ass to ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was on QI where they impregnate and then sort of turn around and then
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Crazy. Hey, just feel lucky that we're not like one of the primates that actually has a bone in their penis.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this is just a...
Well, I don't know. That being said, you wouldn't need Viagra because you just got a bone in the dick.
What?
Wouldn't never get soft.
Well, I don't know, because I think you still get an erection. I think there's still some degree of erectile tissue. And
Yeah, but you wouldn't be entirely useless.
yeah, that's true. Bye.
Pushing a wet rope, sort of thing.
That's fucking graphic. Oh dear.
Well, that's what it is. A little noodle. Okay, have you ever tried to shove like a noodle or like a wet rope into a hole?
Yes.
But you can't feed it through. You just got to take in like the end and then just be trying to shove it in there.
It's graphic. Bought med pack.
What tools you can get? Weapon. Yeah, give me the firewall. No, I don't want to buy that. Oh, but I do want to buy those. But I can't yet.
But didn't you say you needed the flamethrower to get past?
Yeah, that's what I bought. I think.
I think you bought a firewall, which said it sets up a firewall.
Yeah, well, I saved beforehand, and we're going to turn this off very shortly, so we'll...
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
I'm trying to think of some mad dino facts that we didn't already cover.
Well, you know, there's always there's like the other things like the Terminator pig and stuff. Though I think we covered the Terminator pig in the other video.
No, we mentioned it, I think.
It was still cool though. It was sort of.
Yeah, the Terminator pig was pretty boss. You know, I suppose that's the other thing. We all get caught up on dinosaurs, but
there are other
pretty
things.
fucking crazy. You know, we still had 65 million years worth of crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
You know.
Like early bears also came from the one original bear that was about the size of a. Can I walk through that?
I wouldn't.
No, I've got cooked dinosaurs. Ah! Ugh. Taken from behind by this slimy, hard,
do a
thick
dash
creature.
and then set up a wall, and then they'd like both try and jump at you through it.
Yeah, true. Wah! Ha ha! Oh shit!
It didn't last long enough. Lame. And didn't kill it either.
Oh, now I'm bleeding again. It's that time of the month.
Ah, you went there.
I didn't go anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. And yeah, and they all started from the dawn bear, and then you got like the what is it, the short-faced bear or something, which was like a giant bear. We think bears now are big. This is like a giant bear. And it was just got this like pug face. And then you got pandas and a few other things. Like pandas were originally meat carnivores and meat eaters, and then they just evolved to eat this bamboo. But that was an evolutionary mistake.
Bam, bam.
Oh!
Oh, rough. He's eating your face.
Get off me. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a few other creatures as well. Like, a lot of dogs evolved into bears. Because that was the bear that lived up the tree, was sort of like a dog.
Yeah.
And originally panda was like sort of a bear-dog cross. And then they evolved into bears.
Yeah, there was those bear dogs that like forced out the old
Terminator pig.
Yeah, came over from Asia.
Um,
Damn Asians taking out...
Yeah, taking our jobs. Taking our pig jobs.
Yeah. Taking our dominant predator jobs.
That belonged to a fucking Australian pig. An Australian top predator. And what was another one about this sort of fucking... Oh, I'm trying to think of another creature. But I can't. Oh, help me. Oh, will this work? Yeah. Sort of.
Did it burn the shit out of you?
No, I can just walk right through it.
Nice.
Ah. No Regina ass for you.
Danger, danger. High voltage. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, you were talking about Mad Bear evolution.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm poisoned. Oh, I am fucked.
You are fucked.
I don't remember using the... Oh, whatever. There we go. And some of the vegetation stuff. Can you imagine? Oh, fuck. The fruit. And things that would have been around during the dinosaur period. That would be
Well,
cool.
it didn't come around. Yeah, fruit was pretty late on.
Oh, okay.
Because flowering plants and stuff were. I think by the Cretaceous you started to get them, but yeah, they were pretty late on.
That upsets me. I was hoping for some mad exotic fruits.
But there might have been some. But yeah, yeah, we can check. I'll say. Let's have a look. When did fruit evolve?
And then we'll probably leave it there after that.
When
Poisonous story. Yeah,
did
I know.
fruit? When did Fruit Loops come out? Fuck off, Google. Fruit evolve.
Oh, what the fuck? Alright, when did fruit come out?
Evolutionary history of plants. Okay. Whoa. Phylogenetic
I
plant
wonder what
tree
the Terminator
shown
pig
in
would
the...
have tasted like.
Pig?
Terminator pig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a pig. Okay, I see.
Evolution of plants has resulted in a widely variety blah 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 blah. Evidence of for the appearance of the first land plants occurred in the blah 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 blah. Hang on.
Was there?
This may have seen... Alright, so... Most plant groups were relatively unscathed by the Permo-Triassic extinction event, although the structures of communities changed. This may have set the scene for the appearance of the flowering plants in the Triassic.
Yeah,
there you go.
So you were, yeah.
Fruits. And their later diversification in the Cretaceous and Paleogene. These latest major groups of plants were to evolve were the grasses, which became important in the mid-Paleogene from around 40 million years ago. The grasses, as well as many other groups, evolved new mechanisms of metabolism to survive the low CO2 and warm, dry conditions of the tropics over the last 10 million years. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so there you go. We did have flowering plants.
2 people.
It was fun. It was good.
Ciao.